everybody, it's the Epic Boosh, and the Nintendo Direct that happened a few days ago by the time this goes up was exactly what Nintendo needed after not having a Direct for so long. Because they didn't show off many new things that we didn't already know about, apart from the thing that you can obviously see right there. But it was exactly what they needed. So, of course, the obvious thing right there, Cloud in Smash Bros. And it is a really weird story because this basically opens the gate to anything that's ever been to do with Nintendo, literally. Because this is actually quite controversial, because in case you didn't know, Final Fantasy VII, the game that Cloud stars in, was the first Final Fantasy game to not be on a Nintendo system, it was on the PlayStation. So, it's very, very weird, but I definitely think Cloud, for something to represent Final Fantasy as a whole, is definitely the best choice. Because Game Explain was saying something like a Chewbacca, or I think they're called, or like a Black Mage or something would do better for Nintendo wise. I don't think it will, because the only reason I ordered Black Mage is because I played a bit of Final Fantasy 3, and I only know what the third things are because Nintendo can do something like really funny things. But whereas I already knew who Cloud was before I even really touched on Final Fantasy at all. So it shows new beginnings, I think, for Nintendo and Final Fantasy. Square Enix. We may finally get Paper Mario as a playable character in Mario spin-offs, like sports games and Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Hopefully eventually as well. That would be awesome. But yeah, I think Cloud looks really good as a fighter. I think it's definitely very, very good. But something you don't know is that people might not know is that he's actually been in games on Nintendo systems in like Final Fantasy spin-offs. So he's there, and well, Final Fantasy itself has the history, just Cloud kind of doesn't. So it's a very awkward situation. The funny thing is, in the Cloud reveal trailer at the very start before it had the Smash Bros logo, I just immediately saw stars, and in my head just thought, for some odd reason, like Star Wars, Luke Skywalker for Smash Brothers, everyone. No, and then I saw Smash Bros and thought, oh my god, is it actually going to be Luke Skywalker? Who's Luke Skywalker? Luke Skywalker for Smash Brothers. But no, Final Fantasy. I literally, it said Final Fantasy and I instantly knew it was Cloud. Because Cloud is the most iconic thing to come out of Final Fantasy. It couldn't have been anything else. I think it's really awesome that Nintendo, like Smash Bros, has kind of become a celebration of all gaming on Nintendo platforms, rather than just a celebration of Nintendo itself. Also, the limited DLC characters for Smash Bros has actually included the same amount of new third-party characters as the main game itself, which had 50 characters. So that's fun to think about. I don't think they're going to have any more third-party characters like this, but I definitely think it's going to be surprises. They can't just release a character like Toad and call it really big DLC, because that doesn't get people as excited as an announcement like this. And I'd just like to finish this with nothing to do with me, but a YouTube channel I watch called J Wits, which some people probably would have heard of. He actually got to watch the Nintendo Direct early with Nintendo people there, and after the Direct finished, he asked, how is this possible, for the reasons I mentioned earlier? And the answer he got was Sakurai magic, so obviously it's all down to Sakurai. Yeah, so definitely stay tuned for more stuff. I'm going to be reflecting on more stuff from the Direct. I have opinions on Twilight Princess HD that I would very much like to share. But anyway, like, subscribe, boosh guys!